Hi viewers, today topic is properties of recursive and recursively enumerable languages. You know what is a recursive language and recursively enumerable language. Already we discussed in the previous classes. Once again I recall those definitions again. So, recursive language. A language L is said to be recursive if there exists a Turing machine which accepts all the strings in L and rejects all the strings not in L. So, it is a decidable language. All recursive languages are decidable languages and vice versa. And here we have a two condition. It satisfies two condition. We know that is one is accept state and another one is the reject state. And here recursively enumerable. A language L is said to be recursively enumerable language if there exists a Turing machine which will accepts for all the input strings which are in a L, but may or may not for all input strings which are not in L. Why? Because it satisfies recursively enumerable language satisfies three conditions. So in the previous class I have discussed this. Those class conditions are accept, reject and loop. So that it is a accepted language. See the diagram here. Already we have seen this kind of diagram in Chomsky hierarchy. This is the modified Chomsky hierarchy. This is the modified Chomsky hierarchy. We know all the regular languages are context-free languages. All regular and context-free are context-sensitive. All regular context-free, context-sensitive are recursively enumerable languages. So we have seen this in Chomsky hierarchy, but there is a modification here. All these three languages are recursive languages and these four languages are recursively enumerable languages. With this diagram I can differentiate what are all decidable languages and what are undecidable languages. See here, we know this recursive languages are decidable languages. We know languages. So we know recursive languages are decidable languages. In addition to this recursive language, all the languages context sensitive, context free, regular languages are all decidable languages. Only this one, recursively enumerable languages are undecidable languages. So, these are all decidable languages and only this recursively enumerable languages undecidable language. With this you can clearly understand the concept decidable and undecidable languages. Now see the properties of both the languages here. So here we have a recursive languages are closed under complementation. Recursive language, let us consider for example L is recursive, first one. So L is recursive language, then complement of this recursive language is also a recursive language. If L is a recursive language and complement of that particular L is also a recursive language. Recursively enumerable languages are not closed under complementation. If L is recursively enumerable language, if I am making complement to that particular language, then that one is not a recursively enumerable language. Next, so see here, recursive languages and recursively enumerable languages are closed under union. So see the, if L1 is a language, L2 is a language, so these two languages are recursive languages and we are performing union operation between these two, then these two languages are a union operation under these two languages are a recursive languages. So for same, L1 and L2 are recursively enumerable languages and performing operation between union operation between L1 and L2. These two languages are after performing union operation we get a language called that one is also called as recursively enumerable language. And fourth one is the recursive languages and recursively enumerable languages are closed under intersection. Okay, you know that. So recursive languages and recursively enumerable languages are closed under concatenation. See, so for this one, L1 is a language, L2 is a language. Concatenation means we are separating these two languages by use of dot. These two. Intersection is different. We are using intersection like this, L1 intersection L2. After L1 is a recursive language, L2 is a recursive language, and performing intersection operation, these two are closed under these languages. Here also L1 and L2 are the languages, recursive languages. So we are performing this particular concatenation operation. These two languages are also called as a recursive language and recursively enumerable languages. Next, sixth one is the recursive languages and recursively enumerable languages are closed under keen closure and positive closure. These two languages supports a keen closure. Already what is a keen closure we know, what is a positive closure we know that. See, if L is a language of recursive and recursively enumerable and I am performing this keen closure for this language, after getting the keen closure also we are saying that one also recursive language and recursively enumerable language. So this is one is the keen closure and plus closure, positive closure. L power plus indicates the positive closure is also a recursive language and recursively enumerable languages. And see the seventh one, recursive languages and recursively enumerable languages are closed under reversal. So we are performing reverse of a string. So if a language is recursively enumerable, then the reverse of that particular language is also called as a recursive language and recursively enumerable language. So I am taking here as a, so L is a recursive language or recursively enumerable language. When I am performing a reverse of that particular language, that is also called a recursive language or recursively enumerable language. So see here, the difference operation is not closed for a recursively enumerable languages. So by taking these two languages L1 and L2, I am performing difference operation. So after getting the result, and that particular language is not a recursively enumerable language. And here next one, recursive languages are not closed under substitution. So we know what is the meaning of substitution. If you substitute a particular language is in another language, it does not support a recursive language. With this, all the properties of a recursive and recursively enumerable languages is completed. Thanks for watching. For more updates on flat classes, subscribe my Rajni Tutorials YouTube channel.